Hello there, it's Patricia from Pinky's World, and today I'm making a slider closure box. I need a couple of these for gifting money. I found a tutorial by a girl on Instagram called Roshan Wilms, I think is her name. I'll put it down on the blog if you need to go to it. She did a lovely long box, lovely decorated with flowers. I just wanted one small enough to put some money in. So mine measures 3 inches by 3 inches, and this is the wee slider. It just slides off. Genius piece of work. So I just adjusted the measurements and made the box to suit. I have money inside under the nice wee paper there. You can see it somewhere. Yep, in there. So I just wanted it not to rattle about and make it a wee bit more mysterious. I might cut that paper down, just shred it maybe to go on. It's a bit uncouth looking there. But this just slides in between your two wee pieces there. Just get it in and then just slide it up and you have a lovely wee box. So I made this to match my card that I made for this particular person. So I'm going to make another one with the same papers just because I have them out. What you're going to need is, for your base, you need a piece, whatever card you're going to use, whatever colour. I just went with white. It needs to be 5 inches by 5 inches. Then you need a piece for your wrap. Mine is 7 inches by 3 inches. So that will go around this part of your box. You need another wee piece for the closure, 4 inches by 3 inches. And then your wee top piece for your closure, and it'll be 3 inches by 2 inches. I'll have all these sizes written on my blog and the link below. So we're going to get started. You want to start with your base first. That's the 5 inches by 5 inch piece, and you want to score it at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 4 inches and 4.5, and then just repeat that on the other side. Just spin it around once and go 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 4 inches and 4.5, and that is the base more or less made. Leave that up there out of the road. And you want to do a wee bit of cutting just. So we're going to start this way, and we're going to cut through both of these. I'm trying to keep myself right here, don't want to chop it off. No, actually we're going to go this way. I'm keeping this one. I'll draw a wee pencil line for it, and that'll make us all feel much happier. So this wee block here, the inner block, there's 4 blocks there, and we're going to keep this one and we're going to cut it in slightly. And then we're going to cut up here. Same, and this one you're going to cut right through there. Same down here, and then we're going to cut that one a wee bit shorter and this one out. So we're cutting off 1, 2, 3 in each corner. So just draw it down here to keep it right. Okay, so 3 being chopped off. Same here, keeping this one, cutting this one, and bringing that one down. So that's how we're going to cut. So start here, up, down, up, and then I'll come straight back to you. So that's the shape you should be left with after you've done your cutting. So we're just going to do all our wee score lines to build your box. So that is our box, and it's going to fold up. These are going to attach to the inner one, and these are going to cross over to form a plateau sort of for your main wrap. That will keep everything flowing along. So we want to stick all those up. So we're putting glue on the 4 pieces there. Use a good strong glue or your red tape or something. and just make sure that you're getting your good corner shape when you're doing all four. So I'll be back in a second when I've these stuck. So that's them all stuck, and now I want to form that wee base, so we're going to stick in these. You could mark that and cut it down to give it a nice finish, but it's really not worth the hassle. Not in my book anyway, but that's entirely up to you. So put a wee bit of glue on both sides here, no further than your wee flap is going to go down. And if you get yourself, where are you? Lost it. Well, they're sitting in front of it. If you put a smallish block that you can fit in there nicely, push it over and it'll hold you, give you a support there for you to press that down, and just slide it to the other side. And it gives it a nice square finish then, with a bit of, rather than you squashing your whole box in. So just keep doing that until your glue takes, and then do the exact same on the other side. Now you want to take your piece that you've cut for your wrap, which is 7 inches by 3 inches, and we're just going to add some light scoring, not heavy. You want to put that into your scoreboard and leave just that wee slight bit there before you do your markings. And we're going to mark it at 1.5 inches. I'm not going too heavy on it. 1.5 inches and 2 inches. And then if you just pick it up and turn it around and do the same, slide it out ever so slightly. And go again 1.5 and 2 inches. Now, I don't need to rub that out because it's going to be stuck to the base of this anyway. So I'm just going to fold these over with my fingers. I'm not going to go really hard, except on this one. I want a good crease so that sits nice and flat. The bottom one I'm not so fussy on. Again, lightly fold the first, and then this one we're going to give it a good fold so it sits neatly on your box. And now's the time to check that you got your burnishing straight. I want this to sit nice and neat whenever it's holding the closure. So that's the way this will go. This will sit in here. We're going to stick it to the bottom and the top, and you know it doesn't need to meet because we need to slide up our wee closure. So I'm going to stick that in place now. I'm going to put glue on the bottom here. Again, I'm using a strongish glue just to give it a good hold, with hopefully a wee bit of wiggle room. I'm not going to glue the side one yet. I want to line this up nicely. And just close that over and make sure that you're happy with it. And again, you could slip either your bone folder, that wee block that we used, or your finger, and just give it a good press and make sure you're happy with where everything is taken. Seems to be okay. So I'm going to go ahead now and do one side. So I want to put glue in there, seeing that wasn't taken there. I want to put glue along one side and then give it a good firm push. So we're going to put glue on this. And then just fold that up. If you press it down, it should help it to take. And then when you're happy with that, move on and do the same on the other side. So that should be your e-box more or less ready there, just to be add your closure. So this is the top piece of the closure. I actually have white card and then a piece of the matching paper, cut the exact same 3 inches by 2 inches just to give it a good firm hold. And this one here, the 4 inch by 3 inch, is for your wee closure. So we're going to work on the 4 inch side, butted up to your top, and we're going to score it at 1 inch and give it a good wee score this time. And then 1.5 inches, then 2.5 inches, and 3 inches. So you want to make these, we want this one folding in. Give it a good burnish. And then this one folding out. And we're really burnishing these hard, so this one in. And this one out. Just make sure it's all the way you want it to be. And that's nicely burnished. So you've got that wee gap. But we're going to glue this. I'll just show you, this will fit in here now. And to keep that all together, we will have this on top, which keeps that whole mechanism in one place and allows you to glide it in and out. So genius piece, whoever came up with that really is genius. So if you're happy with the burnishing, add your glue to the top, your closures on the inside. So we're just putting the glue on the top. Try and get it into your corners so nothing tags off on you. And then just set that over the top, making sure your mechanism closes up nicely. And make sure you've got it in the right position. And again, just give it a wee rub. I'm just going to wipe my table here in case there's any sticky on it. And that should be your closure fitting. So we want to be able to slide it in the bottom on both sections. And that is your closure. It is genius. I have a wee butterfly cut, so I'm just going to add it to the top there. It's a Spellbinders butterfly from way back when. Very old one. Really old. But shows you how good their quality is. So I'm going to add this here, and then I can add a happy birthday or whatever I want, top and bottom. And this one I just added, have a nice day, celebrate. And the wee butterfly sits up. That particular paper is lovely. I think it's memory keepers or something. Yeah, die cuts with a view. It's a really old one as well. But gorgeous paper. So that should just sit nicely, and when you want to open your box, just slide it down, have whatever's in there. I would recommend you fill it, which is why I put the paper in, because it can slide off too easy if the box is empty. But you can go and check her out on Instagram. I'll type her name down below, and you can see her tutorial for the bigger one. So hope that's of good use to you, and as I say, I'll put my measurements down below, and you can check out Rushine, Riushin, Rushine. Not sure how to say it, but there you go. Thanks for watching now, and I'll catch you all again soon. Bye.